So here we're going to be making fun of Bijou, but I want to be semi-serious because this was a serious incident, so I don't want to make light of it, but there is a kind of comedic angle which I don't think people realize. When you think it through, it is pretty hilarious, but in a very sad, very sad, tragic, ugly sense. And I would try to get out of this is kind of an old story, so by this time Bijou is probably back at home, whatever that means. So apparently Bijou, a week ago or so, took a vacation to the Bahamas. While, her ex was in Kern, or at least getting situated in Kern. I mean, I guess, she has to move on. She is still in Scientology. She has to find a new mate, and I guess she's getting ready. And her losing Danny, her losing some money, possibly facing lawsuits. And now apparently there's like a civil war in LA where the anti-Scientology protesters, who I am siding with, and I mean, you got to be honest, when it comes to Scientology, anti-Scientology, the violence is going to be 99% of the time on the, well, David Miscavige side. So apparently this really crazy black man unleashed a dog on the protesters, and he does this very frequently. So it's pretty grotesque and it's insane. So, what might you think is the comedy here out of this very tragic, ugly situation? And to be fair, the police did actually finally take a report. Whether it means anything, we'll have to wait and see. I have my doubts. Thinking to myself, with all the Scientologists and their super mental powers, immunity from disease, creating entire universes, able to check your hamburgers. Yes, they can check a hamburger if it's heating in the microwave, apparently. So, being a Scientologist, you get all these super powerful Jedi mind tricks. And I thought to myself, could you, in principle, tell the future? But I'm like, okay, let's be fair. That's technically not one of the powers, but you can read minds. So, several things may be going on. Like, it looks bad that Bijou is in the Bahamas while Danny's in prison. I'm like, wow, you don't seem to have any loyalty at all. Okay. I guess the new spouse has to be okay with that. If things go bad, you're going to jail. And Danny got up to OT7, so he is hardcore Scientologist. Maybe unlocked telepathy, right? Because he can't do phone calls. He only has one phone call so far and one phone call next month. They don't need to be close physical proximity. Maybe that's what's going on.
Can't get any higher than OT8.
From the beginning, you hear these stories people tell of these abilities they've been able to gain.
He read the minds of the pro-Scientology protesters and the anti-Scientology. Hey, maybe she read the mind of the dog that went. Maybe she's reading the minds of everyone in LA and was like, oh my God, things are getting so hot and intense. I gotta get out of here. That's gonna get very violent very quickly. And you can't have violence around a Scientologist unless they're doing it, because that is not in the rule book.
The people who are OT could read your mind and they could move objects at will, and they could, they were cause over matter, energy, space, and time. So it sounded damn good to me.
So you might think I'm just being really silly and stupid. No, these are things Hubbard laid out. If you become a Scientologist, you get all these superhuman powers. But to be fair, he did caution people, once you get these powers, you want to hide them because, the government, they might get scared and track you down. It's like, yes, you can create universes, read minds, cook a hamburger, affect an airplane, telekinesis, you're free from disease. Although remember, Tom Cruise got injured on the set of Mission Impossible. Even he had to be away for several weeks because his leg got injured. I don't know. Did his powers fail him? Did Xenu not send him his Satan level powers? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't keeping up with the OT exercises. I don't know. So maybe Bijou just read the minds of everyone in LA and is like, oh my God, things are just getting so hot. I got to go to the Bahamas and just relax, commune with my past lives, just get myself together, get myself ready for the next level of the Xenu. Hey, maybe that woman who had that chained up e-meter, maybe that was her e-meter. She's just getting ready for the next OT level. Yes, you can do that. You can create a universe if you're a Scientologist. But Hubbard warned you, just don't do that too much. I mean, come on. Time warping, multiverse of madness all the time. Let's calm down. You have the powers, but use them wisely. Go to the Bahamas. Use the mental powers carefully. Do not become Dark Jedi. Okay? I guess. Or she's just being a greedy, selfish bitch.